Welcome to Drunken Sophistry, the webcast that gives you the most drunken and sophisticated sophistry on the entire internet. Today we are going to be talking about the Donner Party. For those that don't know, the Donner Party was this group of chill people who came across trying to come west like a long ass time ago, talking probably like the 1800s or whatever, right? So now they crossed the Rocky Mountains, okay? Suddenly it gets fucking cold as shit up in there. A lot of people dying out, a lot of people like, hey man, I don't got the food, I don't got the shelter I need to survive, therefore, you know how it happens. Now, the people who survived, they made a choice. And they made a choice that people give them a lot of shit for back in the day. Back in the day, I'm talking when they got home, when people, they got out to California, people gave them some shit because they made a certain little choice. And that certain little choice is called cannibalism. Now, what's wrong with cannibalism, you might be thinking? Well, if you're thinking that, you're a fucking sociopath, because cannibalism is eating people, so it's, it's weird, alright? But, hear me out, I actually think we gotta give some credit to the Donner Party, okay? I think they got too much shit, I think we owe them an apology, I think we as a people gotta come together, gotta unite and say, wait a minute now, Donner Party, Now, I know it seems weird at first glance what you did, but you know what? I feel you. Because if I were in your situation, I might have done the same thing. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, hold up. I'm never going to eat a person ever in the history of my entire life. I'm never going to eat a person because that's fucking gross, yo. But no. Hear me out. Let's say you're starving, okay? Let's say you're starving and you're surrounded by snow. And let's say your bro... Now, I know he's your bro, he's a good friend of yours, maybe he's family, but he dies, okay? Now, that's sad, you grieve, but he's dead. And now he becomes meat. And now look, I'm not saying he's just edible, like you can just eat him. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, look, if he's edible, technically, even though it's weird as fuck because he's a person, but if he is meat, and you're out there starving, and you look around, you do a 360 panorama of your situation, and all you see is snow and rocks, and it's cold, and you're hungry, fast forward that by a few days, and I'm just saying, the thought's going to cross your mind. And pretty soon you're going to be faced with a decision. And the decision is quite simple. The decision is, do you want to die in the Rocky Mountains, or do you want to live as a cannibal? Now, at some point, you're going to have to reach that decision. That's the thing. That's the choice that the Donner Party peeps were faced with. And that's why we shouldn't give shit to the survivors, because they had to face that choice. And they decided, well, look, I'm not happy about eating people, but if the choice is die or eat a little bit of people just who are already dead to survive, well, then you know what? I'm just going to eat some people to survive. Can you blame them? Would you not? Well, here's what I would do if I were in that situation. I would think, wait a minute, okay, now, if I'm dead, then I'm dead. And then everything's gone, right? It's all, who cares about any of the shit at that point? You're dead, right? Now, if you survive, you're a cannibal. Now, but here's the thing, though. If you live as a cannibal, you can still hold a relatively normal life after that. You can satisfy your bloodlust. I'm talking like, get a fucking job at a morgue. And every now and then, when, you can satisfy that lust. You can cut off a little foot, right? Make yourself a little foot stew, a little ham sandwich, you know what I'm saying? A little finger soup. Have a little dick pickle every once in a while. I'm just saying, whatever floats your boat. You can satisfy that bloodlust as a cannibal if you survive. But if you're dead, well, look, if you're dead, you're fucking dead. And honestly, at the end of the day, what's better, to be dead or to be a cannibal? So that's all I'm saying. That's why I think people have to be a little bit nicer to the Donner Party survivors, who now, of course, are dead because time has passed. I'm just saying, we owe them an apology retroactively. No, normally cannibalism is not cool, but in their situation, it kind of makes sense. So I'm sorry, Donner Party. A lot of people picked on you. A lot of people said, ew, look at those cannibals over there. But you know what? I just want you to know, coming truly from my heart, 2016, I get it, man. I get it. You did what you had to do. You survived. And at the end of the day, man, I just want you to know, I don't blame you. I forgive you. Because if they were already dead and all you had was snow around you and you ate a little bit of them, you know what? At the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. So, Donner Party, my sincerest apologies for all the people who picked on you over the years, and I hope that that your memory is not as tainted as those cannibal criticizers would want it to be. So thank you very much. Thank you for listening to Drunken Sophistry, the most drunken, the most sophisticated sophistry on the internet. Thank you for listening to me, and good night. Have a great day, my wonderful, beautiful listeners. You are handsome as fuck.